You better not shout. You better not cry. You better not pout. You know, I just realized tonight that all these years, Santa's been teaching repression. Oh, that's why we're so screwed up. And fear of authority. He knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He's a KGB agent. Actually, I wish I'd had a Santa outfit to wear tonight, and you could come up and sit on my lap and tell me what you want. That's what we basically do every week anyway, right? Yeah, enlightenment is basically wanting everything. It's the whole thing. It's the ultimate presence, truly. The real gift that keeps giving. It's such an important time, this time of year, to cultivate awareness, cultivate consciousness. Can you hear me okay? Okay. I'm feeling quiet. To let the light shine out of you. So easy to get busy and reactive or whatever. This time of year has a wide range of realities. But fundamentally what we're here for is really to let go. To let go of whatever's burdening us. Internally, externally, in our minds and our bodies, in our hearts, in our past and our future, in all the thought realms. And to just allow openness, allow togetherness, allow connectedness. So, if you're sad or lonely, or afraid or frustrated, give yourself some tender, loving care. Some kindness, some compassion. And patience, too, because our being, our essential being, is a healing miracle. Meaning that we naturally are drawn to balance and harmony and peace and happiness. That's what we're motivated to. And just sitting here quietly, peacefully, the body and the mind and the heart can come into balance. And the spirit, the energy, the presence of your whole being can actually come into consciousness, awakening, blossoming into actual reality, So if you're in a moment of confusion or darkness or however it is, it's not balanced or in harmony, find out how to be here. Find out what it would take just to stop and rest. Yeah, and relax, and to begin to sense that vibration, as we used to say, energy, aliveness even. And you might have to feel tired, even exhausted, or tension initially. You might have to feel what you haven't been feeling. Without blame or judgment or comparison, without fixing it or figuring it out or getting rid of it or holding on to it, but just allowing, trusting your life, trusting life. When we are truly in that space of awareness, our heart opens. Big heart opens. It's a trusting. That's our true self. Our true nature is trusting, is available, is intimate. So, and then we really touch each other. We really feel each other as human beings. At the same time, we're illuminated by each other. And I think the true meaning of the holidays this time of year is to celebrate illumination, to celebrate the light within. I'm sure it has to do with that we're in darkness too, but hey, I just saw an Australian performer last night, and he said, it's summer in Australia now, and they still do Christmas and Hanukkah and everything else. Celebrating the light. We celebrate the light every time we get here. That's what this is. Not from an ego, personal point of view, obviously. Actually, from the absence of self, we realize the meaning of our life. The personal self is more or less happy. It's more or less figured out something. But this presence that you are is really what we refer to as the absence of personal self, or fullness, or awakened consciousness. So when it's here, when you're aware of it, give that your attention. That's all. And if you need to shout, that's fine. If you need to cry, that's fine. And if you need to pout, that's fine. Santa is operating out of a new paradigm. And he doesn't care what you're doing. He doesn't care if you've been good or bad, if you've been sleeping or not. He could care less. He just wants you to have a good time and be happy. Hi.
Hi. Good to see you.
You too.
This is always a hard time for me.
Mm-hmm.
the loss of light. I think tomorrow, the next day, is going to be the shortest day of the year. And I always feel that very strongly. My energy wanes. It's not a very celebratory time for me. When the light comes back, and I start to feel a lot better. Would you like to comment on the return of the light?
Sure. I think let's just sit together right here. Because I'm here, it's the light that I'm speaking of comes from the midst of the darkness. So we sit with whatever it is, even if it's really uncomfortable and low energy or even depressing. And just be in your body. Be with sensing and breathing and relaxing. And drop out of thinking. Drop out of mind. That's it. See, just as you immediately more brightness came out of you, more light appeared instantly. Thinking takes a lot of light. It's probably why they, the little thought bubble is like a light bulb. Really, it takes so much energy to think. So let go of that. See, we're already brighter here, more closer. I don't know if you can feel that or sense it or see it. Yeah.
Always with you.
Yeah. Well, it's, a mirror. So you can see yourself, which isn't separate from so-called the other. That's what I meant. We illuminate each other. It's more poetic than actual. Actual is that we are not separate. Beautiful. And then let whatever's on your heart come off, release, whatever it is. The heart can release its pain without having to be involved in the content, without having to think about it or have any conclusions about it. It's a lot easier, actually. Right. I feel like your brightness is coming back already. Even though the days may be getting shorter.
Well, I have such a beautiful mirror to look through.
Oh. Thank you. That's it. Follow this that you can perceive now. Follow that, give that your attention. That's it. There's no other teaching, really. No other teaching is really necessary. If you can see the light, if you can feel the presence, if you can perceive it, then you just give yourself to it. Surrender to it. Trust it. Well, I really, really, really want to wish you a very good, happy holiday and a really wonderful, wonderful New Year. Mm.